Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is about emotions and feelings. There's a lot being said about emotions and feelings and like trusting your gut and going with your feelings. And if you feel fear, don't do it. And if you feel angry, don't experience it. It's all very confusing and conflicting. So here's some basic information for you to play with about emotions and feelings, and whether to respond to them or not respond, or how to use them or not use them. Emotions are your body's communication with you as consciousness. Just like a little baby cries when it's tired, cries when it's sleepy, cries when it's hungry. It's the same communication coming to you as consciousness as when your body was tiny. So emotions are something to listen to because it is a communication from your body asking for what it needs. And usually when you peel away the layers, at some core essence, it's wanting you to take care of it at a very core level. Now, where it gets confused, where it gets murky, where it gets pointed outside yourself, is when you get triggered. So when you're triggered by events, meaning things in present time seem like something from a memory. Suddenly you're the age of that memory. So suddenly you're 4 years old and your mom wouldn't pick you up anymore because she said you were too big to pick up. Years later you can realize she was also 9 months pregnant, but that doesn't change the core feeling of I want to be picked up and my mom never picks me up. And how does that translate into your business meeting with your boss? So it gets confusing because we also get triggered by previous memories, things we're having unconscious reactions to. And then we look outside ourselves to other people to do something about it. Because when we were little and we couldn't roll over, somebody else had to change our diapers. Somebody else had to put a tit in our mouth. So now you get to respond to you as consciousness, and you get to be your own parent. So no matter how dysfunctional your childhood might have been, you get to correct it now. So with that in mind, if you are feeling hungry, angry, lonely, tired, frightened, or sad, it may not be an indication not to do something. It might be an indication to take care of yourself first and do it anyway. Otherwise, you never function as an adult. Adults can survey the landscape, realize that the thing that seems frightening isn't going to kill me. I can go in and ask my boss for a raise. Yes, I'm worth asking for a raise. Being angry. Now, being angry is a really big issue because it's like, oh, don't be angry. And anybody who had abusive parents doesn't want somebody else to be angry, will see anger in a distorted way. Anger can be actually quite empowering. Anger is a justified response to people trespassing your boundaries, invalidating you, putting you down, an injustice happening. And anger is actually also a very helpful response if you are paralyzed in fear and you need to move forward. You either can stand there like a deer in the headlights with a train coming, or you can use that energy to move you out of a stuck situation. You can use that energy to stand up for yourself and a loved one that needs standing up for. And bear in mind, you might be triggered and that person, a waiter saying that they don't have fish on the menu. So those are all the different ways about reacting, responding, communicating dealing with emotion. And there's a bit of a difference between the emotions and then feelings, which are more like intuitive hits, a sense that you can't really put your finger on. Subtle sort of pressure to take the subway instead of the bus, and you don't realize it's because there's a traffic jam on West 36th Street. So when it's suggested to navigate by your feelings, there's more about sort of how to trust your intuition, which is not communicating to you like a crying baby. Your body communicates to you like a crying baby, but your intuition communicates to you with like gentle nudges or promptings, and those are almost like physical sensations as opposed to an emotion. So you notice what the difference is. So when you start to operate on a level of consciousness in your life and start to navigate your life with consciousness, you'll pay attention to the emotions as consciousness with a physical form that is like your beloved child. You are your own beloved child, your own wise parent. And how you navigate through the flow of life is responding to and intuiting the feelings that you're picking up. It's really different responding to rather than reacting. If you are reacting, sharp, dramatic reaction, then that's definitely not something in the present moment. It's definitely not a choice made from consciousness. And who do you want driving the car? Your reactive baby self or your wise expanded self? Life goes so much easier when you start to operate as consciousness from your own inner wisdom. Then you can have anger well up in you, and you can look how to use it, how to respond with it. You may just disappear and go away. So, lots of things to think about. If you like these videos, you can subscribe to them on YouTube. You can sign up below to get them in your inbox. You can also go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, to find out more. I have a weekly radio show. I put out a weekly blog, and I put out these Mystic Minutes every couple of days. And I have other ways that you can work with me. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you with another Mystic Minute in a couple of days.